properties. Hopefully you guys having a great and exceptional day. All right, now before I even start talking about this topic today, family, one thing is for sure. Life in itself is always an opportunity to learn something new every single day. And renting a property is an opportunity to learn something new at an evolving level, meaning that no matter how many years in the business, you can always learn something new. You will always run into something new, and that's what's exciting and yet can be a headache all at the same time. All right. So the saying goes, you evolve, you disappear. So today I'm going to talk about what it's like renting a home in Reading, Pennsylvania. Since that is where my rental property real estate journey began back in 2018. Number one, understanding the local rental market. When I started purchasing rental properties in Reading, Pennsylvania, it was the perfect time. There was a good significant amount of homes available within the market. The average cost of the homes were between $20,000 and $115,000. In 2025, those are great prices for 3 to 1 to 4 to 2 bedroom homes. The average monthly rent were from $700 to $1,100 a month. And if you had a mortgage on the property, your mortgages for the most part at most were $500 a month, but you obviously could charge between $700 to $1,100 or more. But because no matter where you purchase a property, there's always a but. The city of Reading has, and it's pros and cons. The city of Reading has a lot of personal property taxes, even though the cost of the homes are lower. The other market does. The other markets that do not, as far as like where I'm from, the DMV area, such as home taxes, school taxes, HOA fees, business license tax, and even if you're not a business owner, you have to pay a business license fee every year. And when you first purchase the property, the home inspection office will conduct an inspection. You have to pay for them to conduct. You get notice to do an inspection. You have to pay for the inspection, pay a fee, and then if they find anything wrong, then you have to get all those things done, and then pay for another inspection again. So the city gets you in multiple ways. Plus, the homeowner has to pay the water bill for the rental property all at the same time. But the cash flow of the property is pretty nice, and then obviously through the years, the equity of the property has gone up. So it can be between $500 to $1,100 in cash in your pocket every single month. And obviously anything when it comes to the property, you can write it off, such as utility bills, maintenance, taxes, etc., and so forth. So of course, always ensure that to utilize a good property manager. I use Century 21, which has done good by me in the last 5 years, because the company I dealt with beforehand was terrible. They even got out of the rental property business. They just basically sell homes now. They're just a regular brokerage firm. Anyways, so number 2, get real about your home's conditions, meaning to ensure the following before purchasing the home. Ensure that there's neutral paint and clean floors, or obviously after the home, because obviously you're buying this property to rent it out. Work on appliances. Make sure the appliances are constantly working. No leaky faucets or roof issues. You'll thank me in the end, because if you don't have these issues in the beginning, then it can't deteriorate. The property will not deteriorate, making the issues even worse. I've had roof issues. I've had every issues for the most part when it comes to a property outside of the place not burning down. Thank God, knock on wood. But thankfully it didn't all happen at once. Like new roofs, patch up jobs on the roofs, appliances, plumbing issues. Like I said, this year I had tenants down on me, so I had to remove stuff, had to pay for it out of pocket, had to get repairs on the property, and they were good tenants, rest their soul. So it's just things happen. You have to look out for these things, all right? Ensure that there's a professional deep clean. I had to do that. Make sure the lawn's in good shape. Luckily, the properties I purchased don't have lawns, thank God, because they're in the quote-unquote mid-sized cities. Number 3, there's always be familiar with the property and landlord laws with the market you purchase the property in. For example, in most markets, the legal process involves security deposits, fair housing compliance, property notice for entry and lease terminations, habitability standards, eviction processes, and of course, number 4, always ensure that you hire, hence the word hire, a good property manager to ensure that they conduct the proper credit checks, criminal background checks, income verification checks, and rental history. Because at the end of the day, you want this business to run smoothly, number one, and then number two, you want it to be a little bit of a passive business. You got to do your due diligence. You can't just say, okay, property manager, here's my property, and that's all she wrote. No, do due diligence with them. However, you don't want to be having to do this, because I sure as heck going to be getting a phone call at 1 o'clock in the morning like, hey, I got a leaky toilet or a leaky roof and whatnot. No, call them. They have 24-hour repair people on call, and they will get it done. All right. And last, but definitely not least, the article stated that to set up systems, make sure that the price is right, and always ensure that you review the lease to always make sure that it sets the tone. Clear rent due, ensure that the lease has clear rent due dates, late fees, maintenance responsibilities, rules on pets, smoking, occupancy, move-in/move out procedures. Simple as that. And like I said, when it comes to Reading, Pennsylvania, I'm giving you the one-on-one aspects of it between Reading, Pennsylvania, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. For me, Harrisburg's my favorite because I love state capitals, because no matter who's in the governor's mansion, Democrat or Republican or independent, business has to get done. And when business is getting done, that means jobs are created. And when jobs are created, that means you have people that are willing to own homes and rent homes. All right, leave it at that. Keep it simple on that note. Okay. Patterson No Properties will host real estate in the DMV area, Pennsylvania area, specifically Reading, Pennsylvania, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, downtown, Philadelphia. Check us out. Go from there. Let's work together. Wholesaling, rental properties. That's what we do. All right. Remember, if you're a stock market investor, crypto investor, individual, retirement account investor, don't forget to check out WEBULL, Stash, Acorns, Crypto.com, Coinbase. For all those platforms, you'll be able to make some money moves. And if you want to donate to the channel, you can donate to my Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. It's all greatly appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Patterson No Properties, and subscribe to my other channel, Larry's Anything Goes. Let's get it done. Let's get it in. Hopefully at the end of the day, we don't commit a sin. So on that note, do the 8 TP things. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. Make money moves so you can live like a fool. It's saying Spanish. Welcome to the life. And remember, you can't get fired if you own the company. It's 2025. It's time for you to own something. Take care.